I'll wear my regular jerseys this week. It's Thursday prime time, but I don't care nothing about that.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick.
Let's go!
We welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Let's go, Niners!
Moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was
Let's
deafening.
go!
They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. The stadium itself might be a bit newer, but it's a rivalry that still burns hot. And here we go, the Battle of the Bay from Santa Clara.
How is this shit still on? I'm gonna have to check that shit later.
Throwing on first down is
Carr.
Over the middle, it's Jared
We done
Cook.
missed him twice.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
All of the lights. Hold on. I don't think he back in the lineup, right? Oh shit, he is. Let's go.
Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I like what I see when I see it when I see it. Come on with it, postman. Postman, Mr. Postman. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm about to take these 5 yards. You might well call it T.O., man. Beep. You took too long, man. Bring that ass on.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, give me them cookies! Let's go!
Picked off at the 47.
I done lost my flip-flop. God damn.
NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And
Shit.
goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
I'll take that.
To open things up.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Deep ball for good.
Got his ass! Give me them cookies!
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone.
That boy got on them horses.
It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Across the chalk. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And no. Formulating a streak.
Do that shit again.
To play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Carr to throw on 2nd down.
Did he catch it? Oh, he did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before
I was trying to change the audible, man. He quick snapped the hell out of my ass.
Gain of 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun now for Carr.
Got him.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down.
We got our payback on.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down.
You better stop. You better stop.
I spent a lot of extra time watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
You better stop.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses.
You better stop.
Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Oh, able to avoid him. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Drop the pass, man.
Just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Breida. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They run with Breida. They find some open field here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight.
You
and
suck.
It falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Trying to all-out blitz me.
3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work
This
best
motherfucker
for you.
here.
You know what else you're looking for?
False step taking ass. Oh, my goodness. Just run.
On a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And now here come the Raiders. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually
Of course he was cutting back.
Silver lining, you know.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ahman Brooks in there to get him for a loss of 5.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush.
I ain't even really working that hard.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
I'm not even really working that hard.
Carr going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello.
He really threw that to the middle of the damn field.
Field position at the 41-yard
He really
line.
threw it. He really threw it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone since the field.
Man, y'all some hoes. Man, y'all some hoes for that. Oh, y'all some hoes for that. Madden, y'all hoes for that, man.
Garoppolo now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Girl, it's true.
Came up a little
I ain't
short
like
on
the
last
mother
pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
I want you to take me serious.
Now it's Breida.
First down.
He gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside
Girl,
the 10
it's
at the 11.
true.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's why I don't ever high point pass. Because they do like that, man. That's why I don't never high point pass.
Especially in this situation, you're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8.
I ain't like the mother niggas.
Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. So a nice job.
Okay, Murray breaking some tackles.
Not much daylight after that as he's brought down. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. Some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That boy's scared to throw
9
downfield.
yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Girl, it's true. It's true.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr going with a screen for Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled.
I knew he was going to spin.
Actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts.
Why does he have number 55 at wide receiver? What are you doing?
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30.
He called me in a bad defense, that's all.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
I ain't like the mother niggas.
Hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
1:59 to go in the first
We're doing what we got to do on the field, man.
More after this. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
I was trying to get out of there.
Take Carradine in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I was trying to get out of there.
Maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Goodwin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to find Garcon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That's good for a Niner 1st down. Garoppolo to Garcon. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Garoppolo on 1st down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go.
Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, fuck it. I'll run this one down. I was looking for something else and I couldn't find it.
With a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Theo Riddick as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Gold now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So we've hit half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right back to him on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Got some real estate inside the 30.
I didn't get the spin I wanted.
This is Garcon. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Garoppolo now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. He gets this one to Garcon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
They give it to him running left. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Here we go.
On first down, Murray. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Lynch. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Murray. And some space here. Murray has the first down and more. And finally,
couldn't get off the block from a fucking wide receiver,
solid
man.
Gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Girl, it's true.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line.
You did that.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider.
That's your fault that he got hurt.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Yep, told you that was your fault.
That'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down.
You an asshole. You know that?
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say,
good ass broke tackle by 97. 97 saved y'all, because if 97 don't break that tackle, I'm gone.
You really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. This is Breida.
That's first.
First down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And they'll run it here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Niners, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile,